Welcome to the Pretty Spectacular Men podcast with the Pretty Spectacular Men. We got Alex, we got John.
Yeah.
Say hello, fellas.
Hey.
That was not hello. Neither was
hello.
that.
Hello.
All right. The final episode with our format that we stole, definitely.
It's not a format.
Experiments with some shit.
It's just a thing.
Yeah.
With the thing that we stole, definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
And we
always do.
Experiment with something new. Yep. There's always some sort of amalgamation of bullshit.
It will continue to be. It'll just be different.
Yeah.
Yep. Same but different. Fuck it.
Same three
Anyway.
cards. Okay.
3 cards. What?
No, that's not what I said.
There's 3 cards.
Okay.
All right. Today, we plan on sharing some... Don't laugh at me. Today, we plan on sharing some spooky ghost stories, some spooky campfire tales.
Because it's Halloween.
In celebration of spooky season.
Spooky season coming to an end, actually.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Goodbye, ghosts.
Spooky season.
Hello, fat white people.
What?
What?
For Christmas. Come on, guys.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Just one. Just one fat white guy.
Singular fat white man.
One fat guy, that's it.
Just one dude.
Bro, they're already putting out Christmas ads and it's not even the end of October yet.
I haven't seen a single
They
one
should at
yet.
least wait. I've seen, even at the start of the month, I saw the first one at the start of this month. And last night I was in bed watching YouTube.
That's crazy.
And they gave me another one. Yeah.
What do you
YouTube's
want for
pushing
These
Christmas?
companies, they don't waste a second.
Thanksgiving
They never do.
doesn't
Just
exist, guys.
2nd October
Yeah.
and Thanksgiving rolls around, they're like, all right,
Christmas.
fuck that. Christmas time.
Thanksgiving doesn't exist.
No one
I don't know what you mean.
No one cares about Halloween anymore. Fuck that.
Thanksgiving is just pre-Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta be real scared before you can be thankful for the gifts you receive.
Amen.
All right. Anyway,
Uh-oh.
I digress.
My
John
camera's
dying.
my camera's fucking my internet, so
That's fine. Keep it off.
All right. John's disconnected his face cam.
yep.
Disappointing, but it's fine.
I know you
Anyway,
just
in
wanted to
honor of
see me
spooky
so bad.
season,
Chance and I get to look into each other's eyes sensually now.
I've been staring directly into Alex's face this whole time because he's been on the top.
Yeah, you've
John
been
was
on the
covered
top
by
for
my
me
mic.
too.
Just been staring very sensually into each other's eyes.
I'm clicking on your photo so it comes up big. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Just
We
really
get
look
we get
at him.
the big screen. Alex was in glorious 240p.
I feel like I've seen a ghost.
Just because I'm white with my very white light illuminating my white skin doesn't mean I'm spooky.
Glowing.
Anyway, other than my horrifically white skin, we need to talk about some horrifically white specters you see in the night.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm great. Thanks.
Some may call these things ghosts and ghouls. I call them little fucking marshmallow demons.
Call them white people.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, they're equally as scary. I am a white guy, and even
Me
I'm
included.
horrified to see one.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I look in the mirror.
holy shit.
I look in the mirror and I just start screaming.
I had to remove my mirrors because I always had violent outbursts whenever I saw one.
I had removed my mirrors because I broke them all.
Oh god.
All right.
Every one of them.
All right, anyway, ghost stories.
Yes.
Do any of you guys have very creepy, spooky ghost tales that you would like to share with the class? That's great.
Well, do you have one to start us off?
Yeah, give us a
Yeah,
pre-ghosty.
come on. Give us an example.
All right, you want me to give you some foreplay? All right.
Yeah.
Of course.
So, while I don't have anything of length to add, I have had a handful of spooky encounters. Some being in my own home, actually. Well, both of them, actually.
Where else were they?
I don't know. There's a couple abandoned buildings in this little fucking village, but I haven't been in any of them. Only seen them.
I don't know. I know they're abandoned,
Yeah, that's fine.
but I've never been there.
So one day, like 10 years ago or so, I don't fucking remember. I was hanging out with my cousin in my old room, which is directly behind me, where the stairs are. different room from this. Before we had renovated the upstairs of my house, I had a nice little box top TV. I was playing on my Xbox 360, right, as you do. Transformers: Fall of Cybertron, great game. Never, haven't played that in a while.
Not sponsored.
But
Good game.
well, this franchise doesn't even exist anymore.
Still not sponsored.
That's gone.
Yeah.
Extra not sponsored.
Anyway, back when games were actually good to play and fun and had content. Back in my day.
Back in the old
I had
days.
an old box top TV with AV cords. Really old technology for any younger. What are you looking at, Alex? Why do you look horrified?
There's a dog barking.
It's
I
fine.
think someone's home. Sorry, keep going.
All right. Anyway, I was in my room playing on my Xbox 360, as you do as a child. And while I was while I was playing my Xbox 360, there was a very disturbing sound that happened behind me. My cousin was beside me. We were there playing games, having fun, as you do. And from behind us, we hear this a devilish little girl scream that was absolutely horrific. We both of us looked behind us, we're like, what the fuck was that? There ain't no one else up here but us. Yeah, it was fucking terrifying.
It was me.
And of course, in my house, I didn't even know who the fuck you were. If you were in my house,
I've always been in your house. I've been in your closet.
We've always been
Not
here.
coming out.
That's even more.
Not coming out.
We made a makeshift closet just to
And-
hide in it.
We do have a little crawl space, and in that room, there is a little fucking gap in the wall that leads to a little crawl space. It's completely pitch black in there. And of course, as a child, you hear a devilish scream behind you. You look towards that little fucking demon hole that no one can fucking fit in because it's so small, so pitch black. You don't even want to go near it. We look back there, we see that. We're like, either there's a little child in there or there's some demons walking around there. Either way, I don't fucking like that.
Maybe there's both.
That's even worse.
It's like some conjuring type
And
of
so,
shit.
I mean, we didn't even know what that was. We didn't fuck with horror things or anything back then. Actually, that's a lie. Well, that leads
lied.
me into another story that I just remembered. It's another thing that I just remembered. Anyway, after that happened, of course, we power down the setup and run downstairs and, hide outside until the demons are gone, as you do as a child.
Outside in
Yeah,
the
I should
dark,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't dark outside.
Oh.
It was very midday.
Oh, okay. It was
Very
12
sunny.
a.m.
That makes a little more
12
sense.
p.m.
We went outside at 2 in the morning.
We heard
it
the
was
scream
fucking-
again.
it was-
We ran.
We ran down the street towards the dark alleyway.
Yeah.
This leads me into another story, actually.
Finish the
Let
story.
me
Made me
pause it.
realize.
Wait, let me pause real quick. I just realized how much sound effects I'm gonna have to slap onto this. This is gonna be hell to edit. It's fine. All right, keep going.
All right. Leading me into my next story. Have any of you guys heard of the Charlie Challenge?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course, me as a child, we were hanging around with some of my cousin's friends. One guy that rode a dirt bike, and he lived in the town. There were not really any other kids my age in the town, so people to hang out with was limited. Anyway, he brought this up to us. We're kids. We're not high up on hip on trends or anything. We're there to play tablet, and that's it.
Of course.
Fair.
So we were there. I guess it's not really a ghost story, but
It's a story.
more of just some guy that wants to spook the children. We were
It's me when
there.
I'm older.
We went into. John's not allowed within 500 feet of a school.
Hey, I never said that.
He insinuated it. Continue.
Okay.
All right, so we had this guy. We were in my garage. He's like, "Yo, do you guys have 2 pencils and a piece of paper?" I'm like, "I'm probably somewhere in the house. Let's go look." So, you go from when summer break happens and you're at home, you bring all your school supplies home. So I've always had 300 pencils anywhere at any given time. Anyway, I go into my old school supplies. I get some sheet paper and some pencils, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "All right, write yes in one corner, and then in the opposite corner, write yes." And then at the top corner, you write no, and then the bottom corner adjacent to that, you write no. We're like, all right. So you've got something that's like a little 2x2 grid that says yes, no, yes, no, no, yes.
Yes, no, maybe so.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we get it.
So then you balance the pencils in like a little plus in the middle. You balance those out, and you go, what was it, Charlie, are you here or some shit? You know,
You're the one telling the
demonic
story.
I'm trying to remember now.
Yes, it's Charlie,
it
are
was
you
that
here?
phrase.
You chant some like demonic runes, and this
Speaking
demon
Latin.
will talk to you through the pencils.
And his name is Charlie.
Yeah, it's my dog. He was behind it.
Yeah.
Anyway, you say the demonic incantation, and supposedly you ask yes or no questions, and he spins the pencils or whatever the hell. So of course, you know, it's not a real trend. You know, it's not a real thing that happens. There's no Charlie. Charlie doesn't exist. Charlie's a fucking hoax.
Charlie's a fraud.
Charlie's a lie.
Charlie's a fucking fraudster. But anyway, we had my cousin's older friend. He's there, you know, telling us how to do this. And of course, you know, we start asking questions, and this little fucker is sat back there with his straw, blowing the pencils around.
Oh my
trying to
God.
fucking spook us.
You're all, oh no, he's here.
I mean, I didn't figure this out till years later when my cousin told me what was happening, but they like ganged up together to fucking spook me.
And it worked.
Yeah, damn right it worked. I was like, what the fuck? I'm talking to the devil. Holy shit.
Nah, you were talking to Charlie.
Yeah,
All I knew Charlie was the devil.
Fair.
Charlie was fucking terrifying to me. I don't remember what I asked. All I know is the fucking little pencils went started spinning around. And of course, I did what any sensible child would do. I went into the shed. I got the diesel fuel. I burned that bitch in the fire pit. I burned the devil away from my house.
That's what our deacon said to do. Because I was in a private middle school. I was in a private Catholic middle school, and when that time that like the whole Charlie challenge was happening, our pastor told the school that if you ever for some reason do it, to burn the stuff you used. And we're like, oh shit, what the fuck? I was raised completely without religion, so I have no idea. I just did that because I was scared. I was like, fucking burn them. Get him out of here. Burn it!
I don't want to deal with the devil anymore.
Bye, Charlie.
Yeah, fuck you, Charlie.
Bye-bye.
Go back to hell, bitch. I didn't want to deal with that anymore. All right.
God.
Those are my very limited ghost stories. Those are my experiences from childhood that I've had with ghosts. You don't have to speak from childhood. You can speak from whenever. That just so happens to be when my stories are from.
He's like, we never did anything again. We learned our lesson.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, nothing spooky's happened. My mom always said if I ever try to use a Ouija board, I'd get kicked out of the house, so I haven't tried that.
Fair.
I never want to try one.
So, you know what we need to do? We need to get the gang together, get ourselves cursed
No.
with the Ouija board.
We are not doing a Ouija board.
Yeah, no thanks.
Next
Luigi
year,
here.
spooky season.
No, we're not. No.
No Luigi. Not even, no.
Yeah, no
Not letting the
Luigi.
viewers decide on that.
Religionless man tries to get two Catholics in. Tries to get him to summon the devil.
It's a crazy video
Ugh.
idea.
The 3 a.m. Of course, you gotta add all the tags to it.
Of course. Of course.
course.
It's only rational.
Anyway, peeling away from Ouija boards and whatever the hell I was talking about. What kind of stories do you guys have? What did you guys do to provoke spooky specters in the night?
I have a title for mine. It's pretty great.
Oh, yeah, let's do
the title for
titles.
yours?
John, you want to go first?
All right, what are your titles?
No, you already have the title. Give me a second to come up with mine.
Mine is The Tale of Jimmy.
Ooh, that's a really good one. All right.
Tale of Jimmy.
Mine, it has to be said like this too, or else it's not the title. If you say it any other way, it's not the title. It's called What the Fuck?
Wow.
Yep.
I I'm kind of intrigued by what
original.
the fuck.
That's very
Wait,
original.
no, that's not the
John.
title. You have to say it. You have to say it how it actually is, or else it's not the title.
Oh, okay, I'm very intrigued by what the fuck.
There we go.
Yeah,
There
go
it
on,
is.
That's the title.
My
What?
mic audio peaked. There
Good.
it is. You can't see the top of the bars anymore. It's flat. All right, take it away.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, he wants
Alright,
to
cool.
hear.
You want to see it? What the fuck? All right.
Yeah, I can't yell that family's home.
Oh shit, yeah. That's why you paused there.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
All right. So I'm not gonna. I was gonna spoil the story at the start, but I decided to not do that.
I almost did before we started recording.
3 years ago, it was like at 1:30 to 2 a.m. Right, around this time, and only like my mom was up for some reason, but my dad went to bed.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going upstairs for a little snack, and then I'm going to get judged for this, but I have a 2-story house, into got to go up some stairs to the second story.
Rich boy.
Hey!
Fucking rich ass over here. What the hell?
So the kitchen's upstairs and my mom's upstairs. So I'm walking through the living room from my room to get to the stairs to go upstairs
The
and get
second
like a
living room.
sandwich. Yeah. Yeah, I want a sandwich. So I started walking, and then I got to the stairs, and then all the lights downstairs turn off when I reach the stairs. No other lights. The breaker didn't go off. No other lights but the living room lights that I was in shut off right when I got there. So I sprinted up the stairs, and I'm like, Mom, what the fuck? What just happened? I started telling her about what happened. She's freaked out now. So then I start going, I make my sandwich or whatever. I go back downstairs cautiously with a crucifix in my hand. I go I go to my room, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bed. I don't want to fuck with this right now.
What kind
So
of
I
sandwich
go-
did you make?
Probably like a PB&J.
Nice.
Alex
Sorry.
asking the real questions.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Post-game interview.
Mid-story interview. So yeah, I make the sandwich. I go back down. The lights, I turn them back on, obviously, because I don't want to be walking in the dark with the demons.
And the
Yeah,
sandwich.
that's
just-
how the demons get you.
Exactly. If you walk in their territory, they grab you.
You don't want to drop
everyone
your
knows.
They fucking
sandwich.
snatch you.
Don't drop your sandwich near the demons.
Yeah, fuck my personal
Oh, yeah.
well-being. I don't want to lose
You
this
can't have
sandwich
my
that I spent
sandwich, it's
5 minutes
mine.
making.
It's like drop the soap in prison. Nah, it's drop the sandwich next to
If
demons.
you drop the
Get
if you drop the
raped by
sandwich
the
near the demons,
demon.
they'll fucking you get fucking molested by the devil.
The same thing will happen in prison. It's fine. I just go
Well, usually
straight to
don't
bed.
drop your sandwich in the showers.
Hey, you never know.
Why do you?
Well,
Okay.
It's fine. I wake up the next day, I go through my day, and then I get home, and both my parents are there, and I started telling my dad what happened. Turns out, he woke up in the middle of the night, saw that the living room lights are on, and thought to himself, oh, it's too bright in here. Let me turn this off. And he did not see me. So he's like, let
no
me
one
turn
else
this
is-
off and go
Hear
back
you
to bed.
scurry up the stairs.
No one else
Apparently
is awake
not.
right now. Let me just.
Yeah, it's fine. Let me just turn it all off. Even though I'm going back to sleep. So I'm like, what the fuck? Again.
It would have been even funnier if you saw like the silhouette of him walking past the stairs. Yeah, he's walking back. It's just a dark silhouette crossing past the staircase.
No, he didn't cross the staircase. We have like another light switch like on the other side of the room, if for anyone that wants to, turn lights on the other side of the room. So he just went to that and flicked it, then scurried off back to bed or some shit. I was
didn't scurry.
horrified in the
You
moment.
scurried. He was
Bro
silent.
woke up and
True.
he woke up was like, I don't like these lights.
He's like,
Good night.
yeah, too bright.
No more light. Oh, no. Get those lights
Normal
off.
person
Oh.
rolls over. John's dead. Wakes up, gets out of bed, flicks the lights off, goes back to bed.
Like, what the hell? Why would you do that?
Bro was really determined to get a good night's sleep.
All right, did I get points for that? Did I get points?
Yeah, the points that will no longer matter after this
Hey,
episode.
still
you can
want
still
points
win
for it.
the episode.
Exactly.
All right, is it my turn to get into the story?
Seems like it.
Yes, it is.
All right, so starting with the tale of Jimmy. Okay,
Such a good name.
You guys
Let's hear about Jimothy.
Let me give you guys some context. So this is kind of unrelated to the story, but I think it was middle school. I think it was like maybe 6th, 7th grade. Okay, 6th, 7th grade, 6th or 7th grade. Me and this girl were friends. I had just gotten the iPhone, and we decided every day during the Boys and Girls Club that it would be fun to sit out on the little lawn, I guess, and watch videos of demonic possession.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea.
That's what we did in our pastime.
I did the same shit as a child, bro.
Yeah, there's one vivid that I remember of this girl getting possessed in a train station. Or the one where the chick literally like gets possessed on camera and then starts whacking her head against the camera.
Yeah,
I have those vivid memories etched into my brain.
Man, I watched one. Yeah, I watched one of those fucking like demonic possession videos. It was obviously like a fake one, but it was like this girl underneath like a bed sheet on the floor. And like this guy, the camera guy goes over, lifts off the fucking blanket, and she's all like gray and fucking, possessed looking, I guess you could say. And the thing about that video that traumatized me the most about it is on the last few seconds, her fucking head falls off and rolls onto the floor.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's the most vivid one I can remember because it scared the fuck out of me as a child. But looking back on it, it's very obviously not a real video.
Yeah,
but
fair.
I was like, holy shit, that's crazy.
The one I remember. Wait, I gotta say mine now.
Okay, that's
He said
fine.
his, I gotta say mine.
Okay.
Another reason I won't touch a Ouija board is because I was watching like Ouija board videos on it for some reason. And this one girl in the video, she got possessed and started like laughing after they said the name of the demon or whatever. And then the camera just cut. That's still etched in my brain.
All
All
right,
right, so
it turns like a ghost hunting podcast.
Yeah.
Let me give you. So that was just a fun fact about my cursed childhood. I was not raised religious or anything. I found faith like sophomore year of high school. But any hoosers, the tale of Jimmy. I had this friend group in high school about 5 years ago now. I'm kind of old, I guess.
We're getting
Sophomore
older.
year, beginning of beginning of sophomore year. I had this friend group, right, that I met freshman year. There was about 4 or 5 of us. I think it may have been 6. We had my buddy had this plan with his family. He was like, "We're gonna go camping up in Yosemite. You guys can totally come if you want." We were like, "Yeah, dude, that sounds sick." So we started like hanging out more. The night before we left, we decided, let's see if the tent works. Let's sleep outside in your backyard in the tent. So we did that, right? We had a lantern going out front. We had like the little like stick right out front of our tent with a lantern on it. And it's probably, we stayed inside playing video games till like 10 p.m. And then we went out and we're like, yeah, this is going to be legit, dude. We're going to sleep in the tent. We have our lamp. We have our sleeping bags. There was 5 of us crammed into this little tent. And we were like, dude, life is good, right? So we decide about 1 a.m. I think it's time to go to bed. So we all hop in the tent, zip it up, and we hear rustling from behind the tent. We were like, what the fuck? Is everyone in here? We like do the head count. We're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone's here. Okay. Who the fuck is outside then? So we get all quiet, right? We're listening. We hear just shuffling behind the tent. So one of my brave friends, I think his name was Parker.
He's dead.
His name, no. His name was Parker. He was like, dude, I'm gonna go check. Alex, come with me. And I was like, dude, no.
Fuck you.
So him and I, eventually, we went out and we unzipped the tent. It was freezing cold. It was like 30 degrees that night. We go outside, put a jacket on, and we were like, okay, we're gonna go see what this sound was. So we went outside and checked where the sound was coming from and didn't see anything. What we did see was muddy footprints on the sidewalk.
Oh.
So we heard muddy footprint. We saw muddy footprints on the sidewalk, and we're like, what? So us being smart, 17-year-old,
follow the trail like Scooby-Doo.
No. Us being smart 16-year-olds and seeing these muddy footprints on the footpath, decide, no, that's fine. Let's go back to the tent. So that's what we did. We went back to the tent. We decided to stay up a little longer, play some Monopoly. You know, the hour-long, 5-hour-long game, yeah. We're playing Monopoly.
It was until 6 a.m.
We hear more shuffling. We go out of the tent, it's me and Parker again, because we're the only brave ones. The muddy footprints are gone.
Everyone else is pussy. What?
They're gone.
The muddy footprints are gone in that footpath.
How do you take back muddy footprints?
Bro cleaned off his shoes and backtracked.
Parker and I were like,
pick the mud back up.
Parker and I were like, what? So, for context, to go into the house where we're gonna have to use the bathroom, it's probably like 50 feet away, and it's pitch black to get over there, right? So we're walking. Me and Parker are like, okay, man, we're out here. I gotta pee. Come with me, bruh. We take the lantern with us. Our 3 friends are just in the tent playing Monopoly or whatever. And we're like, we're going pee. Nothing's gonna stop us. Whoever's out here, that's fine. We're going pee. We walk out. Or we walk to the bathroom, everything's fine, leave the lantern outside, both of us go inside, we go pee, and then we come back out. Him and I walk out the door for about 5 seconds, and we hear some shuffling behind us. We turn around where his front gate meets like the front fence going out to the front yard, and we just see a shadow like close the gate. We were like, did you just see that too? So of course, being rational, we follow it. We go to the front gate. We open the front gate and nobody's there.
That's what it was, is kicking in.
So we go back and we start walking back towards the tent, and behind the tent we see a silhouette of what we think's like a person, right? There's no light in the tent. They're all laying there. They stopped playing Monopoly. They're sitting there in the darkness, and we see this silhouette of a person standing right behind the tent.
Oh,
so rationally, we turn the lamp back on, start walking head straight towards the tent. So we get in the tent and we're like, guys, unzip the tent. There's something out here with us. Let us in. They unzip it real fast. We're like running, hop in there, shut that thing. We're like,
baseball slides in.
We're like, guys, there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but
there's something right behind the tent. I don't know why I came in here, but he's right there.
I could have gone back inside, but we're not. We're staying out here. So we closed the tent and we're like, oh, okay, yeah, this is fine. Let's go to bed. Went to bed, right? Okay, everything was fine.
Smart.
Heard noises, but it's fine. We're going to bed. The next day comes. We're getting ready to leave for Yosemite. It's like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. We all pile in the truck. Nothing weird happens. We tear down our tent. There's some muddy footprints hidden in the back of the mud behind the tent. The same muddy footprints we saw the night prior.
And they weren't disappeared.
Okay. No, obviously not. If we saw them, they were still there.
Exactly.
But we go behind and we pack up the tent. We're like, it's nothing. It's nothing. And then, so we're driving up there. Nothing happens. Nothing weird. Listening to like some Suicide Boys, something. We get up to Yosemite. Okay. We get up to Yosemite. We set up our tent and everything's going normal. I mean, the first night, I don't think anything happened the first night. We were there for 4 nights. But the second night, I got up to go pee in the middle of the night. And I swear to goodness, I get up.
Footprints. If it's muddy footprints, I swear.
I get up and I walk outside of the tent and I start pissing, you know. I pull down I don't pull down my pants.
I'm so scared.
I whip it.
Took my pants all the way off.
all the way down.
I whip it out and start peeing. And I look up and I swear there was this shadow black figure sitting there, silhouette staring back at me. This thing was probably like 7 feet tall, just a black skinny silhouette in the dark night. And I just make eye contact with it. I'm pissing. I'm just holding eye contact like, dude, I am terrified.
Yeah, if you look at him, he can't move.
Exactly.
I'm not making eye contact.
What's he gonna do? Attack you with your dick out?
I am peeing,
That'd be
staring
gay, bro.
at this
You can't
thing,
do that.
absolutely horrified. I finish doing my business, continue staring at it. Don't say a word, of course, rationally. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is that in my head, right? So I put my dick away. I start backtracking to the tent. I'm not turning around because I don't know what's
Important key part of the story. I put my dick away.
I'm not turning.
I didn't walk back to the tent with my cock hanging out. I had to put that away first.
I'm not. I put my cock away, right?
I had to reholster.
I'm not putting my back to this thing, so I'm walking backwards to the tent. Everything's fine. I hit something behind me. I was staying in a tent with my friend Chris, and I run into him, and he's like, "What are you doing out here?" I was like, "Dude, I had to piss. I just saw something." And he was all, "There's no shot." And he goes, "Well, anyway, I gotta poop, so come with me." So the bathroom's probably like a quarter mile down the trail or something. So I'm going with him. It's freezing cold.
Quarter mile?
Yeah, we just got to poop.
How far in the woods did you guys fucking hike? Goddamn.
It wasn't that bad. It was a camping site. It was just away from the bathroom. But we start walking there.
Quarter mile away from where we set up camp.
We only have flashlights, and I'm already on edge because I just saw whatever this shadowy figure is, right? So we're walking to the bathroom, and we hear shuffling to our left, shuffling to our right. And we're like, nah, it's a raccoon, surely. Everything's fine. And it was a raccoon that time. Anyway, we make it to the bathroom, and there's this guy in the bathroom at the same time as us. We go in there, and then he comes out to wash his hands while I'm waiting for Chris, and he's like, "Hey, how's your guys' night going?" And I'm like, why is this guy talking to me, dude? It's 3 a.m, and I'm just waiting for my friend to shit, man. Stop talking to me. He's like, "Hey," and he says in this really weird voice, he like bends down, gets close to me. He's like, "Be safe out there tonight." And I was like, "What the fuck? Why would you?"
That guy's a serial killer.
Yeah,
he's a serial killer.
You found the guy that was in the shadows.
I was like, "Why would you say that? That's so
Jimmy.
weird." And then we walk back to the tent, go back to bed. We wake up the next morning. Our friend Parker, etc., is in the other tent. They come out, and Chris and I come out at the same time, and we're like, "Okay, everything that was fucking weird, but I'm gonna not question anything." So everyone comes out, we're all talking, and I tell them about this experience that I had. And Parker says he came out of his tent at about 5 a.m. and saw the same silhouette at the same spot as me. And I was like, "Dude, what is it?" And we just decided then and there, this is our demon, and his name is going to be Jimmy. So we named our demon Jimmy. Yes. And then, so the rest of the 2 nights, they were normal. We went home. But the story follows into latter parts of my life. So
Holy
Parker and
shit.
Jimmy's been hanging around.
Jimmy's not here anymore. I got Jesus, but Jimmy's gone. I replaced Jimmy with Jesus. But
Another J, yeah.
Parker was staying the night at my house one night, and him and I we were home alone. So we made sure to lock all the doors. It was like 11 p.m. Made sure to shut all the doors, lock all the doors, right? As you do rationally when you're going to bed. We lock the back door and we go in my bedroom and we're playing video games or something. We come outside. We come back into the kitchen to grab some snacks, and the back door is wide open. Back door, screen door, all of it. And we're like,
Fuck that.
What the fuck? So we literally, rationally speaking, he's like, "Oh, shut the door." And I'm like, "What the fuck? You shut the door." So both of us, neither of us shut the door. We run to my
Just left it
bedroom.
open.
We run to my bedroom and hit the bedroom door, putting a hole in the frickin' wall because we sent that bee flying. Put a hole in the wall, and we're like, "What the fuck?" And then we were like, "Well, something might be in the house. Someone might be in here." So rationally, I grab my pocket knife that's about 2 inches long, and I'm like, "I'm gonna fucking stab somebody. If somebody comes out, they're gone."
They're dead.
I'm ready for things. You don't know how many pocket knives I have, bro.
All 2
I have
inches of
so
that
many.
knife.
Dude, literally. So I
have
go out
like
there,
6.
I turn on the porch light in the back, look outside, muddy footprints on the freaking sidewalk. I shut the door, I lock the door.
You need to just get rid of the sidewalk. That's the
Yeah,
problem
just
here.
get rid of the sidewalk. I think it's the problem.
Him and I go around clearing the house. I got my little knife. I'm like, "Come out,
But
dude."
then there's
Come out,
muddy
Jimmy.
footprints going into the bedroom you just came out of.
No, there's no muddy footprints coming in there. But I'm like, "Come out, Jimmy, dude. I'm fucking ready for you, you big shadowy man. Come out here, Jimmy." And then Parker's just hiding in the bedroom like, "You can take care of it."
You got the demon. Like zoinks.
And literally, I clear the house and we're like, "What the fuck is happening?" So we shut the door, make sure everything's locked, stay up till 3 a.m. because we're absolutely horrified. And
Check the basement.
Casually.
I don't have a basement. It's fine.
California doesn't
Shut the
really
door.
have basements.
Go to bed.
What the hell do you
And
guys
then-
do in a tornado? You hide in the tub?
We don't have tornadoes in
tornadoes.
California.
You guys don't get tornadoes there?
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
It's
So
just
we go-
hurricanes.
Yeah, just hurricanes. We go to bed. Nothing happens. And then I go to sleep a few nights later, and at this point my wife introduces me to Christianity. I become a Christian, etc. So I start praying, and I'm just praying Jimmy away because I'm terrified of demons and all that kind of
Pray the
stuff.
Jimmy away.
Because I'm terrified of demons, all that stuff, I believe. And so I'm praying that stuff away, and I walk out one night out of my bedroom to go to the bathroom. I have to cross this hallway to get to the other side. And I look, cautiously look down. I'm the paranoid type, so I look down the hallway, make sure nothing's in the darkness over there. I'm the one that opens the bathroom curtain to make sure nobody's hiding to murder me while I poop. I'm that person. So I look down.
If you're taking a shit, you can stand up and defend yourself. But if you're pissing,
Exactly.
he's gonna come out, push you over the toilet, and shank you.
I look down the hallway, and we have a rocking chair at the end of the hallway, or we used to. I see.
Why would you keep that at the end of the hallway? That's just
I didn't
asking
put it
for the
there.
devil
My
to show
parents
up.
put it there. I look down the hallway, and I see this chair rocking back and forth. So rationally, I'm like, what the fuck is in this chair? Let me go check.
All right, let me go sit in it.
I walk out to this chair, turn the kitchen light on, and the chair stops rocking. And I'm just like, okay.
Fuck no.
Just doesn't do that slow thing where stops slowly. It just stops suddenly.
It stopped abruptly. It was rocking ever so slightly, and then it was just "Er." So I was like, all right, I don't gotta pee anymore. Just piss myself and go to bed.
All right, don't gotta piss anymore. It's all in my pants.
Fuck this.
I went to bed, and later that night, I woke up in the middle of the night to hear my door handle rattling, just subtle, just yeah, exactly. So I was all start praying, go to bed, and that was probably 2 years ago. This happened over the span of 2 years with that friendship, with that friend group. Then we had a falling off, etc. But I haven't had a single.
What you're saying is it was tied to the friend group.
Them. No, Jimmy was. That's what I said.
Group.
Jimmy was
separate
our.
the friend group. Destroy Jimmy.
Jimmy was our demon. But now I haven't had an experience like that since.
This was your house,
find
right?
your own demon.
This was my parents' house, yeah.
Yeah. You know when we always had little sleepovers or
John's got his
shit at
own
your
ghost
house?
story now.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm just kind of bouncing off of it. You know how we used to sleep over at your house and shit? We always stay up until really late.
Yeah.
Remember when we also used to go out venture out at night in
Yes.
the house? I always felt freaked out in that house at night.
Me too.
There's always been something really funky about that house at night.
Mm-hmm. I slept there every night. Tell me about it.
Been terrified of it since I was a child.
Yeah, but that's the last. That's the last
Jimmy-
experience I've had.
Jimmy's
We
just
need,
gone.
I think.
once this podcast does something, we need to get ghost equipment. We need to ghost hunt Alex's parents.
That would be
house.
sick.
Dude, we'd
Get
find
a
Jimmy.
fucking.
He's
Yeah,
hibernating.
get he's waiting there dormant for us to open the seal and bring him back.
God.
He is.
And I'm gonna start seeing Jimmy over here in my house.
Oh, there's Jimmy in the
Have him.
corner.
You can have him.
Dear God, he's been on my bed this whole time.
Unlike those
There's
tacks.
a large. Yeah, like the text.
All right,
That's
He's
why-
got the tags. He's gonna stab me.
That's the
Chance.
tale of Jimmy.
Chance, you said that there was a story that popped up in your mind after you said the first one.
That was the Charlie one.
You said there was a different one after.
No, he said that was it.
I could have sworn.
Yeah, I had another one, but when I thought of the Charlie one, I forgot the other one.
Oh,
I was
that's
like,
not
all
like
right,
I could
this
have
one's.
sworn you said another one.
I had two, and then that one showed up, and I thought, okay,
I have
I
some
guess we'll
stories
just go on
about my
here.
grandma's house, though. They're not my stories, but
Which
they're my
grandma?
grandma.
Which grandma?
My mom's side. I'm not going to say her
Okay.
name.
yeah, dox your family real quick.
So my grandma believes in good spirits, bad spirits. I don't personally believe in that. I don't believe there's good spirits. I believe there's the Holy Spirit and demons and the devil. So,
Fair.
in short. But my mom always said when she was growing up in my grandma's house, she'd like go to the bathroom or something and she'd see like the ghosts of our great grandmothers like walking in the hallways, or like she'd have conversations with them.
Horrifying.
And I'm like, yeah, if something like
Grandma,
that
you're
happened,
kind of fucking nuts.
I'd be like, if something like that happened to me, I'd be like, can you go back to wherever you came from, please?
Please.
Why do you all of you decide to congregate in my house? Why are you here?
I'll see you guys
I don't
later.
know who you are. Why are you here?
Hey guys, this is not a good time. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, please come back when I'm not here. Thanks.
And yeah.
Apparently, this happens to my grandma on a normal basis. So my grandpa passed away 2020, so 4 years ago. They said he had COVID, but it was really like bone cancer and everything. But my grandma told us, and I think you were there, John. I don't know if you were listening, but we were talking about that kind of stuff and how I don't believe in that really. But my grandma was like, there's good spirits. She was like, for example, about 2 months ago, your grandpa showed himself to me. She said she was driving down the highway and she looked up on the roof of her car and he was just there, like stuck to the roof. Like stuck
He's
to the
there
roof.
embedded in like the fucking cotton. He's there like hello.
Yeah. Like looking down at her, and she said he looked like he was a ghost, and he was just looking at her.
That ain't no good
And I was
spirit.
like,
That's terrifying. I'm crashing the car, bro.
I was like, Grandma. I was like, I understand
that's
your.
Why you're driving?
Because she felt something watching her. So I was like, why would you look up and you see him and you're just gonna be like, oh, this is fine. Like, no, I'm gonna see that and be like,
hey Henry, how you doing?
It was. I can't argue with my grandma or tell her like, oh, that's not grandpa, that's a demon. Sorry.
Yeah,
that's the fucking devil. What are you
like,
talking
that's
to the
not
devil,
realistic, grandma? But of course, I couldn't say anything. But I'm just like, Grandma, that's literally terrifying. If I saw that, I think my heart would drop out of my chest.
I think I would crash.
If I saw that, I'm crashing the car.
Yeah, I think I would actually crash.
But
whether intentionally or on accident, that bitch is going in the ditch.
But she was like, he's just watching over me, making sure I'm safe. And I'm like, Grandma,
literally,
if he's in heaven,
watching
he's in
very
heaven.
closely.
It's like, if he's in heaven,
You're a little
Grandma,
too close
he's in heaven.
there,
He's not coming back.
He's watching a little too closely. Oh.
That's
a
basically
little too observant.
Those are my paranormal stories. I don't think I have any more, honestly.
I've always heard like kind of what your grandma said, that like, oh, good spirits and like relatives and stuff, like watching over them a little too closely, like them seeing past family members and stuff. I've always thought that's horrifying, and I would never want to see that. I'm like, if I want to see you again, I either want to see you while you're alive or when I'm dead. Yeah. I don't want any in between.
I don't want to see you in the interim.
And not to be like too religious or sharing like all my beliefs, but I believe that like ultimately, like when you die, you're dead. We can't as humans can't interact with these spirits. So like if you're in heaven, you're with Jesus, you're not going to come back and be like, hey, I'm fine, by the way. That's not going to happen.
Hey, or by the way, stop jerking off so much. See you later.
Impossible.
Or like if you're in hell, I believe that your spirit's in hell. It's not grandpa that's coming back. It's those demons coming back to be like,
you think your grandpa went to hell?
No, I said
that's not what he said.
not if he went. Just like if like people who go to hell, they're not coming back to earth to wander the earth. Yeah. Those are the demons that Lucifer brought with him during the betrayal, right? So it's like those demons are showing themselves to like my grandma, my mom, etc., to pull them away from going to heaven, because they're like, okay, no, I don't need this because I have my grandpa who's dead right here, or I have my husband who's right here. Mm-hmm. So I think that's terrifying. And if I saw that, I don't know what I would do, but I would not be like, hey, grandpa.
Hey, how you doing?
Like, I thought you were dead. Why the hell are you embedded in the roof of my truck?
I have become the vehicle.
Literally, I have become Hyundai Sonata.
Tears his hands out, grabs the wheel.
You're coming
by the way. And by the way, everyone, this is our beliefs. You don't have to agree with them at all. This is just how we feel.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
All right. I have one.
I'm here. I don't believe anything. Alex is here. He believes in something.
I believe.
John does whatever the hell he believes in.
Oh, I definitely believe after this next story.
Oh, all right.
All right. I'm going to do a little, I guess, prequel to it. A little build up for it.
Prequel?
Yeah, I guess context. Me and my dad's side of the family, we used to own a senior care home. And this senior care home, for years, we've always thought it was very haunted. And when COVID happened...
I was there twice, and I believe that.
And when COVID happened, everything went downhill, and we eventually...
got even more haunted.
It felt like it. Because after COVID happened, we sold the place, and... like, we had to, take everything out of it, get all the people out of it, residents and stuff. So the entire place was empty. Like, empty as fuck. And it was scary. So, most of the time, like, the lights were off, so it was just the natural lights coming into the building. And while my uncle was there, like, alone one time, like, no one was there. My uncle was there to, I think, secure something, just for, like, the next day. He has a video of it. I'll show you guys, like, after this. But there is no ACs on, no windows open, no nothing. And in the kitchen, he was, like, going past the kitchen. There's this, those types of, like, windowsill things that have, like, little doors on them to open them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that into the main... Stop laughing, Chance. Stop laughing.
Let's see how Alex did.
Yes.
Yeah, stop. Keep telling your story. Keep going.
So one of the times he was there, like I was saying, he was there to secure the place, and these windowsills were like banging on themselves, trying to open. Like constantly opening and closing, like at random times. This one time that he caught it on video, he duct taped them together.
Alex is doing the fucking I gotta piss dance. I thought it was funny.
This one time that he did record, he duct taped them together, and they started trying to open on like by themselves. Again, no AC, no airflow.
He has a video of this?
He caught a video of it.
That's fucking horrifying. Oh, if we had video on this pod, we'd definitely put it on the screen or something.
I mean, I might put it on the YouTube channel, the YouTube video for it.
Yeah.
So that's the prequel.
That's just the prequel.
yeah. That's not my horror story. That's the prequel to what I experienced.
Opening the windows was just the beginning.
Okay, so a couple of weeks later, me and my brother were still like taking down furniture and removing in stuff from the building. Me and my brother in here completely alone. There is no one in the building because it's just us like knocking down furniture and getting it out. So I gotta go through like the layout of the place in my brain. So in this place, it's kind of like it's hard to fucking imagine. Imagine two parallel lines, right? And then there's one line down the And then there's one line down the middle, like intersecting
like a highway,
like intersecting them.
Oh, not like a highway.
Yeah.
That was all. Sorry.
That's close enough to the layout. Now imagine the parallel lines. They're like sideways parallel lines. Yeah, and then the cross in between. Cross in between, let's just say, is the hallway to the things. The two parallel lines going horizontal, I'll just say those are like the rooms. Like the entrances, the hallways to the rooms for the old people. So me and my brother, we were going down the straight line. We're going down the hallway to get to the other rooms. And we're going left, and then right at the entrance to the hallway that goes left, there's a door open for a room right there. And me and him at the exact same time hear someone say, hello. Like an old lady sound saying hello. I look at my brother, I'm like, did you just hear that? He looks at me and says,
hello?
Yeah. We sprint out of the building so quickly because at the end of that hallway,
Rational response.
yeah, at the end of that hallway was also like an exit out. We sprint the fuck out of there, then we leave. We get the hell out of there. And then we start telling my dad and my uncle about this whole experience. And turns out the lady, the what's it called? The room right there that we heard it next to, that lady died 4 months beforehand, and she was known for greeting people at her door.
That's crazy. Of course she was.
So this little dead old lady's like, why the hell are they running? I just said hello.
I just wanted to say hi, dude. Bye, guys.
Now, I kind of believe what Alex said, at least like in that circumstance, about how like not really many good ghosts. So I think that was something trying to, pull an Uno reverse.
To lure you in the bedroom.
Yeah. We never went. I never went back in there. I don't think my brother ever went in there either.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Hello. No thanks.
I don't know about you guys. I've always wanted to go fucking like ghost hunting. Well, it's probably because I'm just a little weird, but
yeah.
I don't know. I always found it very interesting, but you can't believe anything you see on the internet. So even like the shit you see on the internet about ghosts, most of the time I don't believe it because it's probably bullshit.
Yeah,
but
usually I don't.
If I go out and see it for myself, I'll fucking... That'd be the coolest yet scariest thing that no one will ever believe I've seen.
I find it interesting, but I don't want to. I want to, but I don't want to allow that into my life.
I don't. I really don't.
As long as you don't talk to anything too demonic, you'll probably be fine. Maybe.
Maybe.
You never know.
I've always wanted to try just because it's fucking... Might just because I'm a fucking weird-ass, strange child, but ever since I was younger, I've always been interested in that stuff. Seeing, like, ghost hunters and ghost adventures on TV. Obviously stage stuff, but still interesting for my child brain.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
That's
all right. Any closing remarks or anything?
Any little side quips or anything?
No.
I can't think of anything else that I actually think was paranormal or even like really that freaky.
I agree. I literally can't come up with anything else.
Well, I mean, I have one that's like, I know it isn't real and it's stupid and it's short. I can say that real quick.
Sure.
Alex, you know Nathan?
Yeah.
Yeah, so whenever I used to go over to his house a lot, one time he got this like ghost hunting app on his phone. Like the ghost radars and
all
shit.
The time, bro.
Yeah.
They're not even slightly real, but
no, not even close.
I was scared. I was like, oh my god, there's so many around my house.
Dude, there's so many. And in this instance, we had quote unquote made contact with one. I don't remember the name that it said, but then it like tells you to go in directions sometimes. Like it'll just say like here or outside or left or some bullshit, like it'll just start saying random words. It led us to he used to live like right out front of a school. It led us to like kind of in the school grounds. So we came up to this wall at the school and then it said like run just randomly. So we're like, run from what? And it said like claws after. So we're like, oh shit. So we start running back to his house.
Which direction? Into the wall?
We start running back to his house like, oh shit, it's got claws. That's
rational.
That little side thing.
I had a fucking like a mobile app emulator on my old laptop. I downloaded a bunch of like mobile apps on there because I thought it was cool. Like, oh look, I can play my tablet games on here. And of course, I was with my cousin. I found like those fucking like ghost radar apps and shit. And of course, I'm like, oh, sick! We can actually use this to go ghost hunting. And then I turn it on, and the little green radar thing shows up.
Yep.
And then there was one done. I'm like, holy shit! There's a ghost over there. And then they kept showing up. I'm like, oh my god!
It's just your mom.
My house must have been built on a graveyard or something. There's so many ghosts. Yeah, but that was actually a part of my childhood that I completely forgot about till you mentioned the ghost radar.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
I just
remember
remembered it.
that.
I just remembered it right now too. That I'm like, I have to say it. It's stupid and it's definitely not real, but it's funny to me.
It is funny.
No way is that real at all, but it was a fucking, that was an app that you could download.
It was
probably still can, but
you definitely still can. Wait, let me see. Why would they take it down? It's not like it's fake or something.
it's too spooky.
It's too real.
Oh, it's still here. Ghost Radar Classic. Ghost Radar
God.
Legacy. Same company. Ghost Detector.
Means the same thing, doesn't it? Classic and legacy. I reckon we should probably close out before Alex's wife self-destructs and
She's like, can I
takes us
show you
all
a
out.
video? No.
All right.
Go close this
Y'all
out or
good there,
something.
John?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if you were still doing something over there. All right.
I'm still kinda
Thank you,
looking for it.
fellas, for showing up today and telling me we were doing this.
Yup.
Which
This
stories
was
you like the
probably
best?
Very last
Jimmy?
minute.
What the fuck? Or it doesn't matter. Shut up. You missed your chance.
Well, what's your title?
Wait,
John?
I didn't
you
even
missed his
title my
chance.
last one. Damn.
Bro.
The lady in the doorway.
The dead lady
Dead
in the
lady in the
doorway.
doorway.
That's mine.
Demons in the old folks' home.
Yeah. Dead lady in the doorway. Even though
Where my demons hide. That's what it's called.
I just remembered something.
What do you remember, John?
No.
What do you
Oh
want to
my
share
God.
now?
Well, it's not a story. It's not a story. It's just what my dad said. He said like all the time, a lot of the residents in that building would complain of children playing outside, and sometimes inside the building. There's never been children
It's called schizophrenia.
playing inside or outside like that while we were in business. I don't know about beforehand. Like multiple people, and they weren't in there for schizophrenia. But it was just a
So
constant
John's family
thing.
owned a spooky old folks home. Alex's friend group discovered the demon named Jimmy and tried not to get gangbanged by muddy footprints. All right. So that wraps up this episode, guys. This has been the Pretty Spectacular Men podcast. John, where can we find you at?
June Boy on everything. I'm not shouting out my music stuff because I don't feel like it.
Johnny Silvera.
on
Nah,
Spotify.
Fuck both of you. Fuck both of you.
Time. All right, then we got Alex. You can try to find him, but
You can find
won't.
me on. You can find me on Twitter at the Pretty Spectacular Men.
Oh yeah,
can find-
that's
You
him.
could find us on Twitter.
You can find us on Instagram at the Pretty Spectacular Men.
Yep, the
You
Reddit
can find
subreddit.
me.
The subreddit.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
on
we'll
TikTok
plug-
soon. I edited a single video that is 1 minute and 30 seconds long.
He got one thing.
Teaching him DaVinci Resolve. He'll be there eventually.
I gotta
You
change
can
my
find me
username
at
though, because I will dox myself.
youtube.com/@typological, Instagram.com/@official-typological,
Ooh, it's official.
TikTok.com/@Danielson04. I think. I don't have Twitter, so don't even bother looking for me there.
Look for him, you'll find
Pretty
him.
spectacular.
I
Man.
actually have a Twitch. I have a Twitch now. I have stream on
Ooh.
Twitch. Twitch.tv/typological_, I believe that's the link. Because someone fucking stole typological for some reason. Alright, you could find the podcast on, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.
Something like that, yeah.
We have a TikTok, I think, whenever
We do.
It's not. Yeah, it's
We,
like nothing's
you
on
know,
it yet, though.
post shit. I don't
It's
think we have
there.
anything on there, but it exists.
Yeah.
I will post
Twitter
there. I will be
and
posting.
and Instagram, I believe. We have Alex managing those, and we're teaching him DaVinci Resolve. So he'll
They're
start
teaching
posting
me
shit
to
one of these
manage
days.
things.
Yeah, we're teaching him a little bit of video editing, or
so I
audio
can
editing,
actually
I guess.
do things.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's not just
Useless.
a third wheel that speaks.
Better.
All right, this has been the Pretty Spectacular Men podcast, and we'll see you next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Oh, what the fuck?